Welcome, listeners, to Podcast Demastered, the show where we have no shame in buying Skyrim multiple times. Shout out to Wade.
Ow. I told you that in confidence.
Now
I'm your host.
knows.
Yeah, now everyone knows. I'm your host, Ethan Meyer, and I'm joined, as always, by my two very good friends, Wade and Chelsea. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen, and also check us out on social media at PodDemastered. So with all that out of the way, we are now past the halfway mark with our Harry Potter month, and we hope you're enjoying this this content, this themed month. And if the off chance that you don't, there's good news for you. December's coming, and we will return to our regular scheduled nonsense when that gets here.
Just the regular nonsense.
Yeah, just the regular nonsense, not the Harry Potter themed nonsense. So, but hopefully you're enjoying the Harry Potter stuff. So, today, obviously, we have another Harry Potter show for you. We are gonna have a witch and wizard draft, so to speak. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm very ready.
Okay. Well, let me go ahead and kind of lay down the foundation here. So, essentially what we're going to be doing is each of us is going to be drafting a roster of 3 of, witches or wizards in the Harry Potter universe that we would take on us if we were tasked to go and find Horcruxes instead of Harry and his childhood friends doing it. So, this is
So
going to
you mean
be
like the wizarding world had some kind of sense behind them?
Yeah, exactly. This is like if the minister wasn't a dope and he's like, "Oh, hey, let's actually get professionals to go do this." So, so this is going to be snake style draft. For those who are familiar with that, essentially, just going to draft in order, and then we're just going to reverse and go back. We already predetermined the draft beforehand, so Wade is actually going to be drafting first, and then yours truly will be drafting, and then Chelsea.
Yay.
So, Wade, whenever you're ready, you're on the clock.
Okay, so I think if I wasted the chance to go first and did not pick Mad-Eye Moody, I think it would be ridiculous. So my first pick is going to be Mad-Eye Moody.
You son of a bitch.
Yep, I know.
Expected.
Oh, yeah. So I'm sorry, but, it's got to be that way. It's got to be that way.
I already gotta change my draft board here. That was my first round pick. I was like, oh.
Now, I don't get to pick for another 3 people, so I'm going to get pretty nervous here in a moment.
Why did you think Mad-Eye for your first overall?
Well, I just, he's done it like his whole life. He's like the best auror that the ministry has. I feel like you just can't get any better than that.
Yeah. He's also got that like crazy eye that can see through,
Mm-hmm.
great
He's
for
got
a
he's
trap.
got so many like tricks and ideas and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's why I wanted him. Like his tracking skills, his he's also kind of like a loose cannon. He'd be like my tank,
Yes, very much so.
All right.
He didn't take no crap.
Yeah, he would also. You'd have to trying to ring him in a little bit, trying to keep him on task. I feel like that might be an issue, but
You can't ring in constant vigilance, so that's not how it works.
That's true. All right, well that kind of sucks. All right, so like I said, that was my first overall pick. That was like my tank, my fighter. So I feel like I gotta find do I want to try and... I think I'm gonna go for my first overall pick for Nymphadora Tonks.
Damn it.
Okay.
I wanted her, that metamorphagus, like the changeling aspect. I think that'd be great for deception and for like stealth, and if we're trying to get information from people. She's also a very skilled fighter. Very skilled in like the Patronus stuff. So fighting off Dementors would be helpful. Her use of nonverbal magic will also help with stealth. So I feel like that would be another not quite a tank like Mad Eye Moody, but a good fighter to have.
Definitely.
So yeah, that would be my first overall pick.
Man.
Very nice.
Upset.
All right, so now it's Chelsea's turn, and she gets to draft
You get to pick
twice.
2.
Yep.
Yes. Well, so, actually I'm pretty excited because my first pick was not picked, which I didn't think it would be, but my second one was Tonks, so bummer. Honestly, Mad Eye was my 5th backup because I knew that was definitely going to be one that was picked first.
Yeah,
so.
couldn't put any
anyway,
faith
my
in that
first, yeah. So my first real pick is Bill Weasley. I mean,
wow,
he's
okay.
he's all around cool dude, and he just, like, the books even describe him that he's just cool in general. He's also very intelligent. He got 12 outstanding owls. He was also prefect and head boy. He's a traveler. He's well traveled with his job and everything. He's a curse breaker for Gringotts, so that's very helpful. Breaking curses and everything. Horcruxes, curses, cursed
Makes sense.
objects. Perfect. And he's also, a member of the Order of the Phoenix, so pretty cool.
Did not even
good stuff.
come up on my draft board. So, but I like
okay.
I like the reasoning. That's that makes sense. I don't know enough about the Weasley clan to even remotely think about any of them as useful. So
He's definitely the most useful.
yeah. All right, so Snake's back to you. So you get to go again. Who's your second round draft pick?
My second one is a Professor Flitwick. I mean,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, Charms Professor, very, very useful. So he's obviously very knowledgeable in all kinds of spells. So that'd be great for any type of situation we're put into. He just would know pretty much a spell how to get us out of there. He's also supposedly a dueling champion. I want a really good dueler on our side.
Oh, I forget
think it'd be
about
very
that.
useful.
Yeah, you need a
Yeah.
dueler.
Yeah, so
Is he like
That's
Yoda
it.
with the wand? Is he like bouncing around and super speedy? I wonder if that's how he
that's like-
duels.
I would love to see that.
probably, maybe that's why he's such a good dueler too. Not only is because he's, a Charms Professor, but also because of his size.
Yeah, he's like really hard to hit.
They just can't hit him. Yeah. And then he's also just generally just, kind of calm and good-spirited. I think you need somebody like that on your team. You need somebody who's a little bit more, chill and not just, who can, like, kind of think through things, and we don't have a bunch of hotheads trying to get stuff done.
Yeah, you got like a very like calm, easygoing clan going right here.
And here I am.
Wade and Mad Eye.
Good luck.
All right, let me put that down. Professor Flitwick and Bill Weasley. Okay. I guess Flitwick wouldn't pack much either, so that easy to hide. So that's more benefits there, more pluses. All right. So my second round pick here. Gotta get a healer, so I guess I'm gonna do Poppy Pomfrey. That's my second round pick here. Gotta have a healer. I mean, those are like every RPG, D&D group that you ever think of. You gotta have your tank, gotta have your healer. So she's like the best at it. Plus, she's also very knowledgeable in conjurations and transfigurations and all that stuff. She's also a skilled duelist. So I kind of have like two badass women who are skilled duelists. So kind of works out.
Fair enough.
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, having like one of the like world-renowned healers on my team that can basically like fix it. I mean, these Horcruxes, you don't know what you're getting into. These things are nonsense.
Definitely.
And then you got all these other, Death Eaters and their lackeys coming after you and stuff. So people are gonna get hurt. Shit's gonna happen. So I need someone on there that can fix all the chaos, all the nonsense. So I feel like it's a good second choice, good second round pick there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe a deep cut for a second round, but
Unexpected, I'll give
Okay.
you that.
Yes.
Oh, Poppy.
She was 3 on my draft board, so she was definitely one of the first.
Well then.
Because I looked at it
Nice.
like I was building a. I needed a tank, needed a healer. Can't really say mage. I mean, shit, they're all mages or whatever. You know what I mean? So, that's already taken care of. So, all right, Wade, it's now your turn, and you get to go twice.
Okay, so the first one, I need somebody to balance out Moody, but somebody who can also handle him and be just as powerful at the same time. And I gotta go with my favorite professor, Minerva McGonagall.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Because she's also no nonsense like Moody is, but she provides like a completely different perception than he does. Instead of just like going off on a tangent and attacking everybody left and right, she'd be a little more level-headed and prepared, I feel, for going out in the field and handling situations.
Yeah, it's like the perfect counterbalance to having Moody on your team is having like a no nonsense seasoned witch that can just like rein his ass in.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you know that he's not gonna try to shout her down either, though. So.
Oh no.
Because she'd, kick him in the face. So it's whatever.
No nonsense.
I feel like you're gonna have a very tumultuous group here. That you're
Oh,
leading-
yes.
Yes.
that you're leading on this merry adventure.
Very much.
Definitely wouldn't mind hanging out with those two together.
Oh,
I feel like you'd have some interesting, campfire chats with Moody and yourself and McGonagall
Oh
all
yeah,
hanging out.
I think I'd have a good time.
Because Moody would, obviously be drinking, and then he'd be talking about something he probably shouldn't be, and then McGonagall would have to shut him up or straighten him out a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, and so I, from my third person, I'm going with somebody who's just completely middle of the road, who can move in either of those two's direction, but who's also, very powerful, a future minister of magic and everything else. I went with Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Okay. See, I thought about Kingsley for my board as well, but I was hoping that I was gonna get Moody, so I didn't need another aura or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't get Moody, so that's
Steps the brakes.
That's poor drafting on my part. Not having a big enough board. That's draft arrogance right there.
Draft arrogance.
I was like, shit, no one's going to take Moody. No one's going to want that crazy loose cannon on their team.
Oh, okay.
First overall pick.
You
Sure, yeah. Yep. That sounds right. Mm-hmm.
underestimated us.
Yeah, I 100% did. I'm actually surprised so far looking at some of the choices here. Some of these deep cuts here. All right, so I guess it's back to me now. All right,
Yep,
so my
for your third.
okay. So I got 2 left here on my board.
Mm-hmm.
One is kind of a wild card, where I'm not exactly sure how tangible the skill set would be, but I feel like it would be it'd be interesting if it worked out, but I feel like I would just be led on a lot of wild goose chases. And then the other one is basically just another healer, but I'm figuring, can't have too many healers, right? Can't have too many people with with that skill set on your team. You don't know what kind of nonsense we're getting into.
I mean, it's your team you're building. It's up to you.
I'm waiting. So much tension.
All right, I think I'm just going to go with the wild card here. All right, so
Do it.
Ooh.
So my final pick will be Sybil Trelawney.
Oh,
Damn.
wow.
Okay.
I figure I don't know where any of these Horcruxes are. No one does. She's got, second sight and, these seer abilities and prophecies and being able to see visions, and a lot of it's cryptic and vague and possibly wrong. So, you know what I mean? But it's something to go off of,
It's true, yeah.
Even if it's just like very cryptic and vague, and it's still like a clue as opposed to me and, three others just wandering around on, in the woods, hoping a Horcrux just falls in our lap. So
That's fair.
So yeah, little Trelawney action. I feel like I definitely didn't plan to have a team of just 3 women.
Well, that's pretty awesome, though.
That is, yeah. That just goes to show that there's just a lot of badass women in the Harry Potter universe.
Yeah, they go well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Trelawney, man. I don't know. I feel like I might get tired of her.
Good luck.
Yeah. Like, I feel like I could have some pretty interesting, those times where you're just out in the middle of nowhere, you're hiding, you can't even have a fire, just like in some like magical tent or whatever. Just, I feel like some conversations with Trelawney could get interesting,
Definitely.
It'd be like
It's good that you don't have McGonagall on your team then.
Oh god.
Yeah, no, I don't have. I mean, I do have
Killer.
Pomfrey, and she's like the nurse equivalent to McGonagall.
That's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She's very much. She would not put up with any of Trelawney's shit. She would just be like, "I'm gonna go mix some ibuprofen in the back or whatever." But yeah, I mean, I feel like hanging out with Trelawney, it'd be like smoking peyote with like the natives, in like the 1800s. I feel like that'd be like the equivalent to that. It could be. We may totally forget we're even hunting for Horcruxes. We may.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think you guys aren't gonna get the job done.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, the ministry's gonna hire us 3 to send us off, and my team's never gonna come back. We're gonna completely forget what we were doing.
Oh gosh.
We're gonna be out looking for like mushrooms in some woods. Like Trelawney said, this is important, so we were doing this for 6 months. She woke up in the middle of the night screaming about some magical mushroom we need to find, so this is what we're doing.
I think
I don't
poor
know.
Tonks would just be like crying the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
Out of like pure frustration.
I think I want to leave.
Yeah, she would just alter her appearance to someone else and just sneak out the back. Just
She'd come meet up with my group.
yeah.
It's like, where's Mad Eye? Just let me go with him.
Yeah. That dude at least knows what he's doing. Very linear mindset, as opposed to Ethan and Trelawney that are just floating blissfully through the woods.
I guess at least you'll be enjoying yourselves. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if we completely forget that there's even a war going on and we're finding these, soul rocks or whatever, soul stones and shit, this might be for the best. She should have been my first round draft pick. I didn't even need anyone else. It's just me and Trelawney.
Good luck. That's all I can say to that.
All right, Chelsea. What about your very quaint team? Who's your last one? You got a loose cannon in there?
Well, this last one's tricky because I could go 3 different ways with this. I can pick the really random one that is actually useful. The one that is just all around, kind of a normal, kind of an expected pick. Or one that may work.
Ooh, what's the may work one?
Because, well, it depends. Okay, so they could be a former Death Eater, right?
Yeah. Double agents are open too.
Okay, well, I'd like to say no. I think it's proven that he does become at that point, so then he's no longer a Death Eater. So a former Death Eater, Sirius Black has a brother, R.A.B., Regulus Arcturus Black. I mean, he's the one who has his really good buddies with his house elf creature. He's the one that then learns about actually one of Voldemort's Horcruxes and destroys it. Yeah, so I think it's very useful to have somebody who has had experiences with that. And so, we're going to say that creature does save him. So then he actually, is still alive to join my team. So...
Yeah. Okay. I guess this is also I forgot to mention this in the preface, but this is like an Elsewhere situation. So for any straight-laced Harry Potter fans out there yelling at us for our nonsense, this is like a multiverse thing. So that answers that.
Yeah. So
I feel like I can throw that term around anywhere for anything now. Everything's multiverse. Everything's meta. Nothing makes sense. Nothing matters. So.
Yes, lots of multiverse stuff. But yeah, so I guess that would be my final pick.
That's your May work as Regulus Black. Who are your other two?
Well, it was just because, he's a former Death Eater and stuff, but I mean, he does actually have the experience with Horcruxes. No, my wild card was going to be Professor Binns.
Who?
Oh my god.
Professor Binns, the history of magic professor.
Wow, tell me about that.
Oh my god.
I mean, so he knows his history, he knows, or should at least have some recollection of Tom Riddle as his students. So he should know about certain objects and stuff from history that would be helpful to look at, or at least knowledgeable and where things could be. He's also a ghost. So he's already dead, so he can't die. So there's no worry about, trying to protect him with anything, because he can...
I mean, shit, if we can send ghosts to do this work, why are any of us doing this? Just round up all these ghosts and tell them to go do this work, finish the job for us.
Well, they're not like servants. It depends if they'll listen or not, but...
They're dead, they don't have rights.
I mean, but having rights, but who's going to stop them, though? I mean, there isn't any spells that affect them, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No. So, yeah, that was my backup, because...
That's the
there.
Deepest of deep cuts. A history teacher. A dead history teacher.
I mean, yeah.
Who was your other one? You had 3, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. My other one was Remus Lupin.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Nice.
see... Alright, so just to recap here with our rosters. Wade, you have Mad-Eye Moody, Minerva McGonagall, and Kingsley Shacklewot. I have Nymphadora Tonks, Poppy Pomfrey, and Sybil Trelawney. And then Chelsea, you have Bill Weasley, Professor Flitwick, and Regulus Black. I'm surprised by the amount of deep cuts that we did here. No Sirius Blacks, no Lupins, no Snapes. Honestly, I didn't put anything on my draft board because I assumed that they would just be taken highly. So, I was trying to find deep cuts for that reason. Did you guys have the same strategy, or did you just not care to be with them?
Man,
I would love to be with. I would have hung out with Sirius Black. I feel like if I just hung out with Sirius Black, we wouldn't get shit done though.
Well, Sirius's problem is that he can't stand still for 5 minutes, and let's form a plan and go do the thing. He's too headstrong and would just leave, and do his own thing, and then we'd end up having to rescue him all the time, assuming he didn't die all the time. So, and Remus, I mean, I had Sirius on my list, and I had Remus too, and Remus would be excellent to take with you. He's knowledgeable, he's a great fighter, he has a great brain, just in general, but he also has weaknesses that the Death Eaters can use against him, not to his own fault, but,
Werewolf.
Yeah, and just being so tired all the time because of it, you know, it could just turn into like a game of endurance, and then he's probably not going to win that fight.
Yeah, I feel like he's already losing the attrition game before we even like leave. We're like back in gear. And he's like, "Nah, let's do it tomorrow, guys. A little tired. Had a werewolf episode last night." I'm like, damn it, Lupin.
Yeah. But Wade, I'm right there with you with like Sirius Black. Like, I think he's a cool dude and everything, but I just don't think he could quite like fit my team, or just like, you know,
Oh
to
no,
get
he would
the
definitely
job done
not
and
fit
focus
with,
on it. So
definitely not fit with your your quaint troop.
yeah, well, we're getting stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what mine's all about, focusing on the task ahead.
See, if I had Sirius on my team, I feel like the two of us would just get distracted and just like go off and somewhere else, going on our own adventure. Be like, yeah, fuck the ministry. Let's just get out of here.
You're just gonna let the whole world go to
Like,
ruin.
hey, let's go to America. You know, I feel let's check that place out.
Voldemort will be there next, soon enough.
Yeah. Were there any other? What else did you guys have on your draft boards? Did you guys have any other?
I had two more. I actually, instead of Bill, I had Charlie.
He's the one that works with dragons,
The other good
right?
brother.
Yeah, the other good brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he works with dragons,
think
but you know,
they're
he's
cool.
strong. He has a lot of he's got a lot of like out there experiences.
Yeah.
From traveling and stuff. And then I don't know if this is fair, maybe it's not fair, but I had Hermione.
That's fair.
That was, yeah.
I mean, the only exclusion child-wise was Harry. I mean, I guess we could have drafted any of the kids. I didn't think to draft any of the kids because I needed experience. You know, I didn't want like. The only one that I would have found remotely interesting to have on the team would probably be Luna. Just
At least have some good conversation.
yeah, good
Yes.
I'm more looking for just like companionship on my team. I'm not looking to be productive. But I feel like Luna also has like, she's that person that has like knowledge that people don't believe in, but is actually like, you know, like factual for the most part. You know what I mean? So it could be helpful because she'd be like, "Oh, I think this is a Horcrux," and people be like, "Luna, you're fucking crazy. All right, so put away your magazines." But like, I would be like, "Oh no, let's follow this. Let's follow these breadcrumbs, and it might lead us somewhere." You know, figure if I had Luna and Trelawney, I mean, shit, who knows where we'd end up? You know,
All over.
yeah, exactly. We could write a book about this. My other backup that I was debating between Trelawney was Professor Sprout. I figured having a herbologist, you know, out in the woods, someone who can just like pick a bunch of nonsense for making potions or food or whatever. I feel like, you know. And then I had a deep cut of Ollivander. I figured he'd slow us down probably, but if the dude can make me some wands while we're going, some backup wands or whatever, you know what I mean?
Backup ones.
Feel like plus the, you know, I just want to listen to him talk. Like that's, you can just narrate the adventure for all I care.
It's all about that hanging out companionship that you want.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, Pomfrey would keep us on task. You know, I feel like that's kind of why I had to put her there. You know, we'd all get distracted talking about nonsense, and she'd be like, "All right, guys, we've been in the same patch of woods for 4 days now. We gotta actually, we gotta actually go and do this."
I think that's why we're all being sent out with our teams, I hope, all at the same time, because one of us will at least accomplish something.
Oh yeah. This
Right.
this would be like the Amazing Race.
Yes. There you go.
Just think of it as like a Ministry of Magic Amazing Race, but instead of, you know, cash money, we're trying to collect Horcruxes. My team would definitely come in last. Right out the gate, Trelawney would tell us to go the wrong way, and yeah. I'm surprised by some of these draft picks that not more of the mainline people were taken. I mean, obviously we had Dumbledore as an exclusion as well. So, is there any others that you guys would have thought of to bring, or ones that you for sure did not want to bring for certain reasons, besides Sirius?
Percy, because
oh my
ew.
gosh.
Oh yeah. That was
The worst.
I mean,
That's part of the
depending on
reason-
how old she was, Jenny would probably not be a horrible idea.
Oh, I feel like that'd be boring on my team. That's kind of the same reason why I didn't go for Snape. It's because like he's like a master of his craft, but I feel like he would just be terrible like travel companion. You know, the ultimate like just downer all the time. So
Yeah, probably.
You just want to get down to the business. And
Yeah,
you'll be like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
hang out.
he'd make me feel bad about every decision I'd make, you know, or like anytime I'd wanted to deviate from our task. He'd be like,
Maybe that's what you need. I don't know.
yeah. I'd be like, come on, Snape, live a little. Yeah, Percy would be terrible too. Any prefect. Any prefect on
Hey,
the team.
I have an awesome prefect on my team, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, which one's a prefect?
Bill Weasley was a prefect and head boy.
Yeah, this goes back to my previous comment of I don't know shit about the Weasleys. So I don't
But he's a
remember
cool
anything.
dude. He is not his other brother. Yeah, he is not Percy, thank goodness.
Is Bill the one that's with Fleur?
Fleur.
Oh, okay. Fleur.
Fleur.
Yeah. He's the one that has like the earring and stuff and like the boots.
You know, like the big giant gashes across his face. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, well, eventually.
Yeah. He's the bad boy Weasley. He's the,
Yes.
The Weasley.
But with the talents and the smarts, you know, he's got it, so.
the leather jacket wearing Weasley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bill's the cool one because he tries to be cool, and then Charlie's the cool one because he's just being himself.
Yeah, Charlie's like the hipster one. He's out there herding dragons and like flannel he made himself. Listening to old records from like wizard artists that are like 100 years old or whatever. You can see that.
See, the two oldest Weasleys are the coolest.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's also like that family has it's such a low bar. Like not that they're not nice, but cool. I mean, come
Hey,
on.
they have some pretty successful people in their family.
Yeah, but that's not cool. So that's what I'm gonna hang out with.
Well, maybe not you, but I bet Wade and I would.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna
I mean,
go hang out
I could find some reason to get along with pretty much any of them, I'd think.
Except for Percy.
Yeah, he's successful, but is he cool? Like, you want to go get a beer with Percy? No,
No,
sounds
he's
awful.
just a jerk, in my opinion.
I mean,
but...
no, would I want to hang out with Percy? No, but would I want to work with Percy on like a project or like some kind of like work thing? Yes, because I know
get
it would be
stuff
fine.
Yeah, you got to think if you had Percy on your team, it's like a good cop, bad cop kind of thing, where he's always be like the straight laced, by the book ministry dude, and then
Oh, yeah.
especially Wade, if you had Moody, he would just sit there and just berate him the whole time for trying to follow the rules.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, Percy would be the one that the ministry would be like, you know, you can pick who's on your team, but we're going to put one person on your team that we're selecting, you know, from the
Oh,
ministry
yeah.
to keep an eye on things.
Yeah, they got to have
So
like
that'd
a
be like
corporate
Percy.
insider, you know. That
And then Moody would just like kill him.
yeah,
He'd be like, no, no, we're not gonna do that.
be like, all right, we're far enough in the woods. Let's bury this clown.
And McGonagall would be like, I'll just turn around.
Yeah, I can't watch this. Me and Kingsley are gonna go over here. I don't think I'd have to worry about Percy on my team. I think he would leave willingly.
Well,
he'd be like,
maybe.
He'd be like, these clowns know what the fuck they're doing. They're just sitting around talking nonsense. They haven't even left yet. And yeah, Fred and George, they're also successful, but I wouldn't want to hang out with them either. I feel like that's
they'd get on my nerves the fastest, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think out of all the Weasleys, I would want the mom.
You mean badass bitch Molly Weasley?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm shocked she didn't end up on our list anywhere.
Yeah.
She's like an alternate, you know? In case I need to switch out Trelawney. Then I'll keep Weasley on keep Molly on speed dial, you know, in case she needs to apparate in.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Uh-huh. Indeed.
Because she's just another fighter. Maybe I looked at this all wrong. Maybe I should have built a team with just like grit, you know?
Well, you built the team for what you wanted.
There you go.
Conversation. Yep. I built a team for achieving nothing. For getting nothing done.
That's okay. Wade and I will have teams that'll get the stuff done. It'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I figured 2 out of 3 success rate. That's
very high.
those are better odds than I could have wished for. So, so yeah, awesome. Well, that's the wizard draft. So yeah, Wade, you had Moody, McGonagall, and Kingsley. What is it? Shackle? What's his last name?
Bolt. Shacklebolt.
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 That was close. And then, yeah, I had Tonks, Pomfrey, and Trelawney. And Chelsea, you had Bill Weasley, Flitwick, and Regulus Black. So there you go, people. That's the first annual Horcrux Hunt Wizard Draft. Stay tuned for the season to start and check in on the successes.
It's like Survivor or The Amazing Race or something.
Yeah, see, This is one of those spin-off shows that they could do, some like elsewhere show on like HBO where it's just The Amazing Race style, but they're looking for Horcruxes, a bunch of random collection of characters. They'd have to get all the same actors though. I'd be down for that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, for real.
All right, cool. Well, you guys got anything else?
No?
No? Successful draft?
Very much so, I think. At least
Especially
for
Wade, who wasn't prepared at all. I feel like,
Calling you out again.
calling you out, yeah, twice.
He's just jealous because I won.
You won. I won the draft.
You went with Mad Eye.
I mean, I'm salty that you took Mad Eye, but now that I think about my roster, I don't think he'd fit in very well. So maybe it was for the best.
Well, maybe
You
not.
did him a favor.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, that's gonna do it for us. If you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and like and subscribe. And if you want to check us out on social media, you can follow us at PodDemastered. You can also reach out directly at our email, demasteredpodcast@gmail.com, if you want to email us any comments or questions. If you want to email us who you would want to take on a Horcrux hunt or anything like that, that'd be awesome. And yeah, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Have a great week.